Oh, hi. Didn't see you there, all 0 viewers. Glad you could make it. I'm going to wait just a moment, let the notifications pop out to all the gamers who are going to watch, and then we'll jump into it. We got a great show tonight. I'm using a different camera than I normally do, and I'm still trying to figure out what the good framing is. So, normally you can't see this couch. We're still kind of renting out the space for storage. So I can't put my camera in the normal place, and I think that's what it is, because normally the camera's not head on. Normally what I do is I shift the desk this way a little bit, and then I take the camera and I move it over to there. But as you can see, the camera's pretty much head on to where I am. Whereas, if you go back and watch episode 2 of season 3, camera's going to be over there, and you won't be able to see this couch except for probably this little. Anyway, we're going to get into it. Good evening. Today is Tuesday, January the 12th in the year of our Lord 2021. I, as always, am your host, Kyle M. Gresco, and we're going to have a good show for you tonight, all right? We have our first ever multiple person interview. We have our first ever segment that was not written by me. We have the return of my obsession with making lists. I'm feeling pretty good about this show, so I think we're just going to jump into it. Nice to see you, Connor. Nice to see you, Sonny. Nice to see you, WF. Don't know who you are. We're gonna jump into it. Yo, we got Patrick. Don't know who Patrick is. This is really weird. Normally I don't have 9 concurrent viewers. All right. So our first segment tonight is not written by me. It is written by someone I paid. I hired a writer's room. You know how I was joking about how I fired all of my staff? I hired a writer. So I have a writer now. He's going to remain anonymous, or she will remain anonymous. But what we have here is the Fireside Chat's first ever opening monologue. And I realized that I've already kind of delivered a bit of an opening monologue, but this is like a fully written opening monologue, and I haven't read it yet. I had some other people read through it, make sure that there weren't any slurs in it or anything, because I'm just gonna get going like I'm Stephen Colbert. Yo, we got Will Freilich. Haven't remembered you since 30 years ago. All right, so I'm gonna grab my microphone, and then I guess I'm gonna have to find a spot to stand where you can see me, because actually, hold on. Low production value today. I tripped on my desk. All right. So this is the first ever Fireside Chat opening monologue, which takes place in season 3, episode 5. Kyle walks out to open mic. Hey, that's a long hey there. How is everyone doing tonight? That's great. Well, as you all know, my name is Kyle. Oh, there's just an intro. As you all know, my name is Kyle Gresco, and I'll be your host for the 5th episode of the 3rd season of Fireside Chats. Wow, who would have thought we were going to make it to this point? Season 3, episode 5? Not me, that's for sure. I never would have thought we were going to get that. I was going to quit this whole series, and I did. Shocked audience. I know, but after my channel was getting some unexpected recognition, there was an overwhelming demand for a 3rd season. And so here we are on the 5th episode already. Time definitely does fly when you have absolutely no idea what you were doing. But hey, that's showbiz, baby. Takes mic. One second. I missed the stage instructions. Takes mic out of holder and naturally walks around. All right. Sorry, just channeling my inner Matthew McConaughey. There's an actor that doesn't get enough recognition. You got DiCaprio, Brad, Denzel. What about old Matt? You do a couple of car commercials and suddenly you're falling off. Though, I heard that he was sick of the liberals in Hollywood. On a recent Russell Brand podcast, he said the following, quote, "There are a lot of people on that illiberal left that absolutely condescend, patronize, and are arrogant toward the other 50%. Basically went on to say that when Trump was elected, the left were beside themselves in disbelief that he was going to be the next president. And now, when Biden seems to be the new guy, the left are mocking Trump supporters for being in disbelief. That may have been the greatest Uno reverse card I have ever seen in terms of politics." Close second is probably any Trump comeback ever. But if I were Mr. McConaughey, I would be careful about what I say around Hollywood reporters. Like I said earlier, one day you're doing Lincoln car commercials, the next you could be, well, whatever the opposite of Lincoln car commercials are. Speaking about Biden, we are only 8 days away. This was written last night. I don't know if that day is still accurate. Speaking about Biden, we are only 8 days away from him being inaugurated into the White House. I am most definitely watching the ceremony to count how many times Biden forgets what to say. But hey, anything is better than the last guy in charge, am I right? Biden will be inaugurated at the Capitol building in D.C. The Capitol building. Capitol building. You remember the building where just a few days ago Trump supporters raided and got 2 people killed? Man, America is something special. If I were Biden, I would make sure to have at least 12 people surrounding me. One being Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Nothing gets past that guy. It will definitely be a very historic and entertaining day at the Capitol building. You know, I was just scrolling through Biden's Twitter the other day. It's amazing to see how big of a difference it is between his and Trump's Twitter. Well, especially since one is non-existent. But let me give you an example. On December 1st of 2020, Joe Biden tweeted, and I quote, "My message to everyone struggling right now is this: help is on the way." End quote. Pretty mature and responsible tweet from the POTUS of the American people that are hurting. Now, on July 31st of 2018, Donald Trump tweeted, and I quote again, "I am looking into 3D plastic guns being sold to the public. Already spoke to the NRA. Doesn't seem to make much sense." End quote. I don't even know how to interpret this tweet. 3D guns, NRA. What does he want then? Just to think, what does he want them to think? Just to think that was the man who had all the codes to our nuclear weapons and still does for another few days. I said it once and I'll say it again. America is something special. Let's move on to more recent news, though. Last night, is this mic working? Last night was the national championship for college football. Alabama played the Ohio State University. Now, I'm not much of a sports guy, but all I know is that the Jets probably won. Jets, Jets. Go Jets. Just wanted to get that out there. In some local news, I don't know where everyone's watching this from, but local is Frederick County. The Frederick County Public School Board voted 4-3. I thought it was a 9-person board. Voted 4-3 on delaying all sports until March 1st. What is today? The 12th? Several FCPS students were not too thrilled with this decision since they considered sports to be the most important thing in their lives. So as a result, a group of student athletes gathered at the actual school board office to protest the delay to March 1st. That's pretty ironic since they were the ones to actually March 1st. Man, that's a good one. Real knee slapper. I personally do not think the school board will cave into starting up sports just because some hormonal teens want sports so badly. Then again, I never thought Donald Trump was going to be the 45th president of the United States. So hey, anything can happen. It's a free country. Now for my favorite part of the monologue, some stand-up comedy. Goes over to desk to sit down. Tyler, should I bring the microphone with me? Tyler's not in chat, is he? Okay, I'm gonna bring the mic. Walks over to desk to sit down. Get it? Irony, because I just said, "Oh, I need to fix camera." Sorry. Get it? Stand-up comedy. And then I sat down. There you get it. This is more of just a joke-telling segment than stand-up, I guess. It's still comedy nevertheless. Anyway, here we go. And I would like to remind everyone watching that I did not write this, and I have had no idea what it says as I'm going, so I don't know what these jokes are going to be. My blind girlfriend told me she was seeing something else. I didn't know if I was supposed to be happy or mad. Imagine having a blind girlfriend. You get away with so much. Not in a weird way. You know what I mean. 2 deer walk out of a gay bar. One turns to the other and says, "I can't believe I blew $20 in there." Can never go wrong with a gay joke. Tyler, what? Tyler, here's a good Yo Mama joke. It says, "Here's a good Yo Mama joke." Here's a good Yo Mama joke. Yo Mama's so stupid she stared at the orange juice for 12 hours because it said, "Concentrate." Do they allow for loud laughing in Hawaii? Or aloha? Like aloha? Is my viewership dropped? No, it's gone up. Aloha! Here's one of my personal favorites. What do you call James Bond taking a bath? 007. I once told a chemistry joke, but it got no reaction. I am currently failing my chemistry class. That one's written so that, but it got no reaction is the punchline. But I said it, but like, I am currently failing my chemistry class is the punchline. Okay. Can one bird make a pun? No, but two can. What is a chiropractor's favorite kind of music? I'll give you a second to guess. Hip hop. Like hip hop, but with a pop. All right, we're done here. And that concludes our evening monologue, the first ever monologue for tonight's episode. Big thanks to the writing staff and the crew behind the camera. Love you. Now let's get on to the show. Hey, Dad, if you're watching this, the ceiling's okay. All right, that was pretty good. Honestly, didn't know what to get from that. Pretty good. Shout out to the anonymous writer, he or she, whoever wrote it. I'll pay you next time I see you. Okay, we're going to move into our interview now. And tonight's interview, as always, is very, 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 very special. We have the first ever multiple person interview. Now, if you've been watching the past few episodes, you've probably seen me struggle with the single person what's the word I'm looking for? Interviews. So I'm excited to see how this goes. We're gonna jump into it. Joining us tonight is the most Italian person in Frederick County, Maggie Mannarino, and also Katie Douglas. Everyone, please applaud very loudly for Maggie Mannarino and Katie Douglas as I set up the tech. Whichever one of you. Oh wait, I need to turn off the screen. I'm watching the screen. Hey.
Hello.
You can hear me?
How are we doing?
We're good? I'm all right.
Can
I'm
you
all
hear
right.
us?
I don't know if you guys watched the monologue we just did.
Oh, I watched it.
What did you think? What did you think?
I mean, that was good.
It was good?
The jokes were on point.
Thank you. Hey, shout outs to the right.
Yeah.
That was the first time I read it. I felt like I was talking a little fast the whole time, but now I look at the clock and it's 9:12, so I don't really know what's going on there. How have you guys been? What you been up to?
I mean, I've been pretty good.
Pretty good.
Katie,
how you
I've
been?
been good.
I like the Blazers. I like the Blazers.
Yeah, I felt like dressed for the occasion. We had to match our host.
Yeah.
Kyle, are you wearing your normal American flag outfit?
The onesie? No, the onesie's upstairs. I'm wearing pants and a pink shirt. But no union suit today. I didn't feel very celebratory right now, so.
Yeah.
What have you guys been up to recently? I feel like I haven't spoken to you guys in a bit.
You know, I don't know about Katie, but I've taken up a new hobby.
Really?
Intense, yeah. I actually pick the most, just meaningful photos that I can find on the internet. And I kind of analyze them. I make sure that I take notes. I really dive deep into it, and it's been a lot of fun. Nice.
You sent me this one image, and I forgot to send it to myself, so I'm doing that right now. But
okay.
I think we're gonna pull it. Do you want to talk about this image you sent me?
Yeah. So this is you wanted something fresh for the interview, so
yeah.
I thought, why not find something that's been, the past few days. And I saw this image, and it spoke to me. It really. I just knew that this was the one I had to send to you. So, I don't know if it's popular or if I'm just really good at, diving deep into the web, but I sent it to Katie too, and she was just, blown away.
Really, it was, I was taken aback when I really looked into it.
Can you,
I guess, talk some ways.
Can you do me a favor, and I'm having some difficulty pulling up the image, so can you describe it for us while I work on getting it up?
Sure. Well, where to start, honestly?
I think the top of the image.
The top of the image. Okay. So, when you look at the top of the image, there's actually, I believe there's just kind of like a wall in the background. Then as you go down, you'll see the top of someone's head. So the image is of a person, yeah. And this person, I won't go into too much detail until you really see it. Because
I think that's fair. The image is
God,
rather shocking.
So, Yeah.
My email would load. That would be so excellent.
It's fine. I mean, build up this suspense, you know?
Oh, by the way, guys, I'm live on my YouTube channel. I just got an email telling me that. All right. This is the image. This is the image. Well, I clicked on it, but it didn't load. There we go. So this is the image. Chad, let me know if you can see that.
Froze a little.
Oh, well, that sucks. Okay, so the image is pulled up.
Hold on, Kyle. You're a little frozen. Okay, so they can see it?
Yeah, they can see it. They can see it. It's up on the TV. So.
Okay, well, I'll start off with just one of the notes that I vividly remember taking. My eye was just drawn to what I believe is a chest. I believe it's a pawn. I think
Down by his stomach.
Sure.
You said pawn down by his stomach.
On this man, I kind of got the feeling that through this tattoo on this man's stomach, it just. I mean, I don't know where this image came from. I couldn't. But I just want the world is just a game, and he's just like a pawn in it.
That's
good.
That's
and
good.
We're all just pawns. And
yeah.
I don't know if Katie, what about you?
Personally, when I looked at the photo, I saw the face paint. I was immediately drawn to the face.
Yeah. The white and the blue.
It's just.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
Yeah. What is he? Is he yelling? Is he yawning?
I think he's yawning.
Really not. We can't know. The face paint, and I'm assuming it's resembling the American flag because in his hand he does have the American flag.
Oh, he does. I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
Also, another thing that really I was just taken back by is if you really look in the back.
Yeah.
You see a painting.
Yeah.
Of a man. I can't make out who this man is.
That might be our 5th president.
Do you have any
Monroe.
he just looks innocent.
I don't actually remember what Monroe's first name is. I'm just gonna hope it's James.
That's a president.
Yeah, I think it's one of the first few presidents.
All right. Well,
is he in like a library or a public school?
Something along the line.
Okay, this isn't loading. I think he's in like a library.
You see that painting and you just know that
they're talking about this
man is somewhere important.
Yeah. Have you noticed the glove? And this might be completely irrelevant. He's wearing gloves on his left hand.
Look, I mean, something so
Hello? I think double interviews might be.
We don't know the backstory. We don't know where it could have been. I don't know. But
yeah.
We know that he got his hands dirty that day.
He did.
And that's where mystery is. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty. That's why sometimes.
Hey, my computer doesn't like this.
I
think they're talking, but I can't hear what they're saying. Can you?
Kyle, we can't. Hear you.
Hello? 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 My internet was bugging out.
Okay, we can hear you more now.
You lost your internet connection.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
Kyle.
Yes.
Kyle.
I'm just going to text them. I can hear you. Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Kyle, can you connect?
Bro, I'm doing everything I can.
Can you connect your phone?
Phone to what? I have no idea what's happening. I fired the tech department the other day because I did a bad job. And I think that might have been a mistake because this is going quite poorly. I can't hear them. I wonder if they're talking. Hey guys.
Hey,
Hey. We got them on FaceTime.
Kyle,
Maggie.
can you use your phone for Wi-Fi, like your hotspot?
I don't have a hotspot.
Everyone has them on their phone.
I don't.
Okay, you just want to do it like this?
Yeah, this is fine. This is definitely all right. Hey, chat, can you hear her?
Okay.
Katie's not showing up.
Do you want to just try the Google Meet again?
I'm still in the Google Meet.
I don't see.
This is why we need a staff so that I can
You're not
get
in
to check it.
Fireside.
Katie! Dude, I'm literally watched. Look at the. Oh, it died.
Maggie, turn your microphone on.
I'm gonna run it back.
Okay. Sorry about the technical difficulties.
I have no idea what's going on. This is the first major technical difficulty we've ever had. Believe it or not, we have never had a technical difficulty ever before. I'm so. I tried to join it with the wrong account. Give me a moment. Gonna switch accounts. No one look at my passwords. Oh, this is so much more entertaining when it goes well. They're on Face. Hey, say hi to the universe.
Hi.
They say hi. So keep going on about that image, and I'll just repeat whatever you say.
Okay, well, I've also analyzed a picture that I saw in a magazine. It was of Peppa Pig. That one was really cool.
I don't really want to hear about Peppa Pig. Hi, Katie.
Hey,
Solo interview. How you doing, Katie?
I'm doing great, Kyle. How are you?
Well, I was doing fine and dandy, and then we had some issues. So what have you?
I don't know.
Oh. Okay, we're good. We're good. I'm just not gonna mess with it. For the record, in chat, this one is Maggie, and this one is Katie. I'd kind of block Maggie with my shoulder if I spin. Okay. So where were we?
Oh, I mean, so deep into the image that I don't even remember what the last thing was.
It was a little bit like a trance, yeah.
We were saying that, he's probably somewhere important. I don't know, again, where it came from, but it just was magical.
Yeah.
That's pretty much.
I'll agree to that. I have a note here about Katie. Katie, it says you drive a Ford Explorer. Is that true?
I actually do not drive a Ford Explorer.
Well, you drive though, right? Like, what fool wouldn't drive at age 17 or 18? So what do you drive?
Yeah. Well, actually, this is a topic of debate that me and my fellow Maggie like to get into quite often.
You and your fellow Maggie.
And now she's embarrassed.
She's embarrassed?
To get in my car and drive around with me.
No.
Yes, you are.
I've never, ever said that. Put words in my mouth.
Okay.
What
Would you get my car as your own?
No, because I told you I don't. Well, you gotta tell them what your car is.
What? Yeah, you still haven't. I thought it was a Ford Explorer coming into this. What is it?
Oh, no, still not a Ford Explorer.
What is it?
The car is a Kia Soul. Now this is.
Let me tell you, I don't think I've ever loved a car as much.
we don't talk to people who drive Kia Souls. Maggie, thank you for being here. I'm sorry that the interview had some difficulties. Really? No, get out. I'm sorry that we had some technical difficulties. We really appreciate your insight on the photograph. And would you be interested in coming back sometime?
I mean, I would love nothing more, honestly.
I think that might go better. We don't really want to interview Kia Soul drivers. But
Okay.
I'd love to have a more concise one-on-one interview with you where we maybe don't have as many technical difficulties and
Okay.
personal
Sounds
difficulties.
good to me.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on. Chat, please applaud for Maggie Mannarino.
Thank you for having me.
Do you have anything you want to
See
plug?
you guys later.
Anything you want to plug? Any social media?
Follow me on Instagram.
You heard her. Follow her on Instagram. Wise words, wise words. We're going to try and open up the stream again so we have background. And I'm going to begin I had 2 segments planned, but it's 9:26 already, and I try to keep this around a half hour. So we're going to go on to our final segment of the night, which I will call all of the lines from Owl City's album Ocean Eyes that talk about sleep. It's a riveting list. I'm really beginning to wonder if I have a bit of a problem because I just make lists. I'm really beginning to wonder if I have a bit of a problem because I just make lists. I'm really beginning to wonder if I have a bit of a problem because I just make lists. I really need a tech support team. So let's just dive into a list of all the lyrics from Owl City's Ocean Eyes that mention sleep. First, that's just the title of the segment. First, I'll give myself 10 minutes, give or take, because I don't foresee myself getting drowsy when cold integrity keeps me wide awake. Then, hello Seattle, I am the crescent moon. Shining down on your face, I will disguise myself as a sleeping pill and descend inside of you. Then, hold me secure in flight, sing me to sleep tonight. Then, I think of dreamy things as I'm waving goodbye. Then, I opened my eyes last night and saw you in the low light. Then, all my islands have sunk in the deep, and I can hardly relax or even oversleep. Then, golf and alcohol don't mix, and that's why I don't drink and drive. That one's not really about sleep. I just really like that lyric. Below the northern lights, I spend my coldest nights alone, awake, and thinking of the weekend we were in love. I'm dreaming you're out in the blue, and I am right beside you to take in the view. That one's, dreaming, yeah, that one is. You would not believe your eyes if 10 million fireflies lit up the world as I fell asleep. I'd like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns slowly. It's hard to say, but I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep because everything is never as it seems. A foxtrot above my head, a sock hop beneath my bed. Please make sure you're snapping because this is slam poetry. It's hard to say, I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep because everything is never as it seems when I fall asleep. Leave my door open just a crack because I'm such an insomniac. Why do I tire of counting sheep when I'm far too tired to fall asleep? But I'll know where several are if my dreams get real bizarre. It's hard to say, I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep because everything is never as it seems. It's hard to say. It does the same lyric twice. It's a repeating chorus. It's hard to say I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep because my dreams are bursting at the seams. So we snuggle close in the darkness and keep each other warm. The stars lean down to kiss you and I lie awake and miss you. Because I'll doze off safe and soundly, but I'll miss your arms around me. I'll watch the night turn to light blue, but it's not the same without you because it takes two to whisper quietly. That one's a little iffy if it's about sleep or not, but I don't know. I like it. I'll find repose in new ways, though I haven't slept in 2 days. Drenched in vanilla twilight, I'll sit on the front porch all night, waist deep in thought, because when I think of you, I don't feel so alone. It hurts just to wake up whenever you're wearing thin. And that was all the lyrics from the album Ocean Eyes by Owl City that some way pertain to sleep, plus the lyric about what's the golf and alcohol don't mix, and that's why I don't drink and drive. I just think that's really clever. A little bit about that album. It was released at some point in the last 2 years. Just kidding, the last 20 years. And I hold that album at very high esteem. It has one of what I think is the top 10 songs of the last two decades, Fireflies. It has some of the wittiest lyricism that I've heard and thought was good, especially on dental care, which is, I think, the 4th track in the album, and it's just all about going to the dentist. One of the great lines in that is, never mind, I can't remember it, but listen to that song. That song's a banger. It is a spiritual successor to the Postal Service's Give Up, but like in a completely different, I don't know, instrumentally, it's the same, it's similar to Give Up, but it's much more optimistic. It's a very good album, and I give it a 7.8 out of 10, too much water. That's our show. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time to watch me eat a raw clove of garlic. Good night, gamers. Drive safe.